Now it's time to enter a wretched hive of scum and villainy. It's time to take on Dr. Wily! This is the Mississippi King welcoming y'all back to more Let's Play Mega Man. And in the last episode, we defeated all 6 Robot Masters. So welcome back, Mississippi Dukes. Also, one thing I should have mentioned, and I'm actually gonna get my Ice Slasher out for this because it definitely helps dealing with these big eyes. The big eyes, by the way, can kill you in 3 hits, just like Electman or Iceman. So, there are also 3 of them in the first Wily stage. So yeah, that can be a bit tricky, but just use the Ice Slasher and you should be golden. Anyway, speaking of the Ice Slasher, one of the things I should have mentioned is that, well, one of the so-called good points about Iceman is that he's a show-off. Yeah, I don't think that's a good point. I can't believe I failed to mention it. But yeah, that's not a good point. At least I don't think so. Believe me, it's not the only thing that is, like, not a good point. But nevertheless, Wily, the first Wily stage is actually pretty easy. Also, I feel I should mention, like, this whole thing is being done in honor of Mega Man 11, so yeah, I'm actually doing something that's at least somewhat timely for the first time! Also, Mega Man was originally an assistant to Dr. Light known as Rock, and he volunteered to become a super robot known as Mega Man. Also, this is the part I was telling y'all about. You can actually grind for energy here, and you kind of need it to use the magnet beam. And I edited that grinding out, since I'm so nice. But watch out for this boss. I mean, he's not one to be taken lightly, so let's just get it over with. His weakness is the Thunder Beam. And well, it begins! Oh no, not this, This guy, folks, is the Yellow Devil, and I realize there's a pause screen glitch that you can use to exploit your way to victory, and that makes the fight stupidly easy, but I don't need to use that. I ain't gonna use that crap. That is for losers. Yeah, I said it. If you use the pause screen, then you're probably just not very good at the game. Nevertheless, I don't need to use that. I mean, maybe I'll regret those words, but basically you can just sort of shoot an elect beam at him, then keep pausing and unpausing, and you'll be able to damage him repeatedly that way. This fight is a pain. I mean, like, this guy can definitely— and I died. He can give you a lot of trouble, so fantastic. I just died there. Gonna have to do the fight over again, but I am not going to need to use that pause screen glitch. But anyway, the trick to this fight is just memorizing his patterns, because, like, the thing is, like, the pattern is easy enough to memorize, but he also moves so fast, so it's like you have to react quickly enough in order to dodge it. Believe me, this took me a while to get good enough to beat him with relative ease. I mean, I'm making it look easy, but it is not that easy. And this guy is actually... I mean, like, he keeps doing this pattern, but just keep jumping over him. And if you get hit, you can often, like, run to the other edge of the screen, and by exploiting the invincibility frames. But nevertheless, he goes down pretty difficultly, actually. He's toast. And by beating him, you can actually continue on. Also, word of the day, this is completely unrelated to anything in the video, but word of the day is demake. I actually only recently learned that word, because it's like... And the funny thing is, like, I was familiar with the concept for a while now. Like, I've actually heard of, like, some people making some games that are, like, a sort of reimagined version of a game with, like, inferior graphics. I was familiar with, like, Mega Man 7 and Mega Man 8, the 8-bit versions. They're like fan games. So I just recently learned the word demake, and actually I heard about it like a week or so ago. Actually, not a week or so ago. What am I saying? Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, though. Maybe 4. But nevertheless, here's Cutman. Oh no, and we have to fight him without his weakness. He's actually pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. One of the easiest robot masters in the entire series. Oh yes, he's that easy. His pattern is just super easy. The rolling cutter is so slow for him that it's just hard. It's very easy to dodge it. But actually, watch out how to get these energy pellets at the end here. You just want to do what I'm doing. And then next we have the next robot master is actually Elecman. Also, something I should mention about Elecman is that apparently a good point about him is that he's responsible. And that's good. Being responsible is a good thing. We need more people who are willing to actually own up to their mistakes and what they do. That's actually quite good of him. I mean, yeah, he's a killer robot, but still, that's no excuse for not being responsible. He also goes down pretty easily with his weakness. Actually, I think a lot of the robot masters are pretty easy. And if I'm not mistaken, there's actually, I could be wrong on this, but I think there's a way to actually lock Elecman into a pattern so that he'll keep, you know, doing something, like he'll keep attacking and something like that. You'll be able to, like, easily dodge him and whatnot. By the way, a note on the cards, the info cards for this part. With the exception of Dr. Wily, they're not they don't actually come from information found in Mega Man and base cards, so instead I have to use my own information, like I describe it to you. Though the weaknesses, however, actually, well, that just comes from the game itself. So, yeah, since I lack that, I may as well just do my best to describe it for you. But here we have what's called the copy robot. And it's actually a lot easier than the Yellow Devil. You just use the Thunder Beam, and he should go down fairly easy. Just keep spamming it, like that. And if you keep doing it, then, well, he should go down pretty easily. He actually has two weaknesses, the Thunderstorm and the Fire... Not the Thunderstorm, jeez. It's the Thunder Beam and the Firestorm. Got them mixed up. And I died! I died to him, because of course I'm fantastic. Right as I say you want to use the Thunder Beam on him, I die to him, using the Thunder Beam on him! So that's great. Seriously, like, why am I... What's going on here? I mean, this game just loves contradicting me! There is one way, like, you can sort of lock him into a pattern, but it's kinda tricky because, you know, he's not particularly... He can be tricky, like he doesn't telegraph his moves as easily as before. So, yeah, let's give it another shot, I guess. But I can't guarantee anything good will come out of this, folks. I mean, I can try, but just... I mean, if you can lock him into a pattern, then he should go down fairly easily. I mean, like, the thing with this, though, is, like, also, you don't really want to worry about your energy weapons, because, like, trust me, that's not really an issue in this castle, because of a point that will come up relatively shortly. I mean, it's not in this part, but in the next, maybe. You'll just, like, we'll have a spot that will definitely help us with that. And you can use pretty much as much weapon energy as you want to. And he's done for! Also, I seem to be missing, like, my skill levels seem very inconsistent. Also, look at all these points that are completely pointless! Yes, I've been waiting the entire Let's Play to make that joke. But anyway, as I was saying, I only died to the Yellow Devil once, but I died to copy Mega Man 3 times? Like, twice, actually? But, like, that's very inconsistent. It's like, for me, it seems everything easy is hard and everything hard is easy. I'm like the Armond White of game difficulty. I don't know if any of y'all know who Armond White is, but he's the ultimate contrarian. Nevertheless, this level is sort of like an interesting sewer level. It is, like, ridiculously short. I mean, seriously, we are going to be getting to the boss in, like, just a few minutes. Yeah, it's that short. And it's nearby, actually. This level is also very easy. Right here, you just stand still, keep firing, and you'll never get hit. It's just ridiculous, and we're here, actually. But you know what? I think I'll fight this boss in the next video, so see y'all next time. This is the Mississippi King, signing out.